Well, let's hope there's no shitty lag for this stream. What is up, guys? Chase Oliver here, bringing you another pro wrestling stream here on the Chase Oliver channel. It is August 1st, 2017, and I got a huge announcement for you guys. I know what most of you are probably thinking watching this. You guys are probably thinking, Chase, Cena versus Nakamura tonight. Wouldn't you want to just stream when that happens, after that dream match happens? Yeah, of course I would, but you know, there's a thing called life. Pro wrestling does not revolve my life. Pro wrestling is a hobby that I like watching and talking about. Okay, so if I can do things that don't involve pro wrestling, I'm not going to do it. So when it comes down to it, with pro wrestling and talking about pro wrestling, that can always be put on the back burner. That could be always something that I talk about later. Thing is, you are going to get 2 streams tonight. One stream will be the current stream you're watching now, and then the second stream will be a SmackDown live kind of review. Not really. I might just title it review to just get clickbait, to be honest with you, because we all know how that video will go. It'll be a 20-minute stream of SmackDown live talk, and then later on the rest of the stream will be all about whatever else is going on. Shave time, Derek. How dare you, man? No, it's never time to shave. I gotta support the Bray Wyatt. I gotta embrace my inner Bray Wyatt and just be a bum, dude. Plus, people like my beard right now, so I ain't shaving anytime. So I just didn't wash my face before I came on camera. You know, like, I'm a smart dude. Why would I care what I look like? No, I'm just kidding with you. No, I probably will shave when school starts. School starts like late August, so that's when I'll probably shave. Probably cut up my hair too. Who knows? But yeah, so yeah, I know. But when it comes down to it, I will review SmackDown live tonight and then do a Q&A later tonight. I'm going to go watch Dunkirk, so I'm going to be in a movie theater for like 2.5 hours. Like shit. But don't worry, I'll be watching SmackDown beforehand. Like I'll be watching SmackDown live, like from 5 to 7, and then at 7 o'clock I have to get dressed and get ready to go to Dunkirk. So yeah, that's the plan. So there's 2 streams tonight. So if you guys are watching the stream now, awesome. If you watch the second stream tonight, even better. That'd be sweet. So yeah, there will be 2 streams tonight, just to make up for the fact that I haven't been been uploading or doing any streams, and also to make up for that terrible UFC stream that happened Saturday and stuff like that. So just letting you know, there is going to be some UFC discussion because some people want to talk about it and everything like that. Hence, you know, the little main discussion points of this video, number 1 being Brock Lesnar versus John Jones. So if you guys don't know, John Jones is this MMA fighter who's pretty damn good. He's probably the greatest of all time. I don't know if you guys know this, but he is pretty darn good, John Jones is. John Jones regained his UFC light heavyweight championship from Daniel Cormier this past Saturday at UFC 214. Afterwards, there were some rumors going on that Brock Lesnar wanted to come back. WMEIMG, not to get confused with WWE, but WMEIMG, the UFC ownership, has been looking to make like the biggest pay-per-view fights ever. And one of the fights they wanted to do was John Jones versus Brock Lesnar. Now, this was just a rumor, but it seemed like something that Brock Lesnar was interested in, and John Jones is pretty much interested in too. And pretty much the next time we're going to see John Jones in a cage and Brock Lesnar in a cage is when they fight each other, because this fight seemed like a real possibility. Now, look, what does this mean for SummerSlam? Because we all know with that Raw segment last night, where if Lesnar loses a Universal title, he's leaving WWE. What does this mean for Brock Lesnar and SummerSlam? What does this mean for Brock Lesnar? Is he going to be losing the Universal title at SummerSlam? I feel like that Brock Lesnar will not lose at SummerSlam. And here's the reason why I say that. I know a lot of people are really saying that Roman's going to win. I don't know why there's people thinking of Care Bear winning that title, but they need to stop. And the Samoa Joe dream illusion is just that, a dream illusion. But with Brock Lesnar, being that he's scheduled till September, and the fact that he cannot fight again until late December, early January, I believe, he has to re-enter the USADA program. For me personally, I just don't see why they would take this belt off Brock Lesnar right now. I feel like Brock Lesnar can still be your champion heading into No Mercy. because you still want to try to sell that show for all it's worth. And especially because Brock Lesnar still has to work a lot more dates. Are you really going to just drop the belt off of him? So what, that your next following pay-per-view, Brock Lesnar's gone? And then all of a sudden, like, you have to go with Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe, a match we've seen on Raw multiple times? Or Roman Reigns versus Care Bear? Care Bear versus Joe, I guess, yeah, that's new and different, but is that something that you really want to headline Staples Center with? And yeah, maybe there's a personal bias because I am going to No Mercy. And maybe I do want to see Brock Lesnar wrestle again. Maybe there is a personal bias, but I just don't see Brock Lesnar losing here. I feel like it's too obvious for Lesnar to lose here. And here's the thing. It's not always good to go with the obvious route. I know a lot of people are saying, hey, just get it over with. Put the belt on Roman Reigns. Put the title on Reigns and get it over with. Get over this whole Reigns love that you have, WWE. Just put the belt on him. And it's like, yeah, they could do that. But why should they? If they don't have to do it at this pay-per-view, why should they? I'm not saying that they added a stipulation and made it obvious that Brock Lesnar isn't going to lose. Oh, he could very well much lose and then disappear for a while, do the whole John Jones scene, and be back in time for WrestleMania. They could very well do that with Brock Lesnar. There's no questions about it. That could very well happen. But the thing is, why would you want it to happen at SummerSlam? Yeah, it might be uneventful to some people seeing Brock Lesnar, LOL, Lesnar wins again. But really, to be honest here, I think a lot more people will be shocked if Lesnar wins. And that's why I think he is going to win at SummerSlam. And I'm going to stay with that. There's sometimes with WWE, you just got to sit down and you got to think to yourself, this is going to actually happen. And Brock Lesnar winning, that is actually going to happen. He is going to win this match at SummerSlam. There's no questions about it. I just don't see why they would book him to lose. Why? Why would you book Brock Lesnar to lose, knowing that you have all these dates with him in September for all these house shows, knowing that you have a big pay-per-view coming out in Los Angeles, a market that you still want to try to appeal to? So yeah, that is why Brock Lesnar is going to win and retain at SummerSlam. And I swear to God, WWE, if you get some goofy ideas and you think of giving that belt to Care Bear, you are in deep trouble. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah, Blue Knight, it seems like WWE versus UFC is a coming, because not only is Brock Lesnar probably going to leave WWE for a bit soon enough to go face John Jones in a UFC dream fight, and that's a UFC dream fight. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what you think about, all you hardcore MMA fans think about Brock Lesnar and his record and everything like that. Brock Lesnar is still one of the biggest, if not the biggest reason why the UFC is popular. I want to hear anyone say Ronda Rousey or Conor McGregor. Without Brock Lesnar, the UFC's popularity would have not hit the way that it did. They should be blessed that they had Brock Lesnar at UFC 100. I had so many people come over to my house just to watch Brock Lesnar at UFC 100, not to watch fucking Georgia St. Pierre lay on top of Thiago Alves. You know what I'm saying? That Brock Lesnar, dude, he's a draw. He was someone that carried literally the UFC, man. He's the one that made the UFC into the big thing that it is today. You know, Conor and Ronda are just extensions, you know. They're just people that were able to extend Brock's amazing streak. So that's the thing that I'll add to their credit. But really, to be honest, Brock Lesnar was the real draw of UFC, man. And the fact that he's going to be taking on John Jones, someone that's been, you know, touted as one of the greatest of all time, and you look at Lesnar, who's probably one of the biggest box office attractions of all time. Oh, dude, that's money right there. That's one of the biggest fights you could think of, man. That's exciting. That's a combat sports fight. That's not a circus. Like everyone, you know, with the whole Mayweather and McGregor thing, you always, when you ask people about that, they go, "Oh, that's not a fight. That's a circus right there. Oh, how is that even a fair fight?" But you talk about Lesnar and freaking Jones. I haven't heard one person say that this is a circus. I haven't heard one person be like, "Oh, the WWE guy facing the MMA guy." Ew. No, because Brock Lesnar's legit. He's a former heavyweight champion. He beat a guy like Frank Mir. He beat a guy like Randy Couture. I don't care what you want to say about Randy Couture's age. Tim Sylvia and freaking Mirko Cro Cop couldn't even beat Randy Couture at that age. Okay, so don't come at me and tell me that, you know, oh, well, Randy Couture was old. Randy Couture was still kicking ass at that age, man. Granted, yes, Randy Couture took a long layoff from the octagon before going back in the cage, but still, Randy Couture was kicking ass, man. Lesnar lost to a prime Cain Velasquez, C-level Cain, and we know C-level Cain's one of the greatest fighters of all time. And then he also lost to roided up Overeem when Overeem was eating horse meat and injecting himself with steroids. So when you look at Brock Lesnar's losses, you know, their losses, and then the other loss of Frank Mir, of course, where he tapped out, but that was he was winning that fight in the first place. And this is not me trying to like defend Lesnar to the ultimate extent. I'm just giving you out facts. These are facts that I see. You know, and it's well documented on this channel. I'm not the biggest Brock Lesnar fan. I'm not a Brock Lesnar meathead. I'm just trying to give you out facts that this guy is freaking good. Look, if all these Conor McGregor fans defend the fact that he fought a bunch of nobodies before getting a good knockout on Jose Aldo, I can defend Brock Lesnar's MMA career, no problem. Same with Ronda Rousey facing all these cans until she actually fought someone that had some hands. That's what I'm saying. When it comes down to it, Brock Lesnar, man, his losses in the UFC, he lost to legit people that were at high levels of their career. And you saw when Brock Lesnar came back, oh, man, Mark Hunt. Everyone was talking about how Mark Hunt, that would be a hard fight for Brock Lesnar. Mark Hunt has really good takedown defense. He has punching power for days. Oh, Brock Lesnar is screwed. And Brock Lesnar took down Mark Hunt like Mark Hunt never ever had takedown defense. Brock Lesnar's legit. And everyone's going to be like, oh, estrogen blockers. Yeah, whatever. That happens to the best of the fighters. Look at Anderson Silva. Look at John Jones. You know, you always got to say about that. But when it comes down to it, Brock Lesnar is a legit guy in MMA. He's a legit stud. He's a former UFC heavyweight champion. Sure, he doesn't really – everyone's going to be like he has title defenses, but his title defenses really don't count because there was the interim champion, so it's just combining the two titles. So that's why it doesn't really count the title defenses. But nonetheless, Brock Lesnar is a legit fighter, a legit champion. And that's why no one's calling this a circus. That's why no one's calling this a freak show. That's why people are interested in seeing John Jones versus Brock Lesnar. Because John Jones is the greatest of all time. There's no question about it. Anderson Silva is my favorite fighter of all time. I love this fighter. He'll be considered the greatest. But, man, Anderson Silva is number 2 now. John Jones is the greatest, man. When you take out Daniel Cormier the way that you did at UFC 140, UFC 214. A guy like DC who dominated heavyweight and was a top-tier guy at light heavyweight, a champion, and you knock him out like that. And DC is one of the strongest guys. He survived shots from Anthony Rumble Johnson, man. And we all know the power that Rumble packs. You gotta give John Jones credit, man. He's the greatest of all time, man. He's number 1. It ain't Anderson anymore. As much as it pains me to say that, it ain't Anderson anymore. It definitely ain't Fedor. Fedor falling off from that GOAT cock and stuff like that. But yeah. And I'm sorry for all the people that are watching this. Be like, yeah, Chase, we're talking about so much UFC. Look, I didn't get to talk about this. A lot of my fan base, they do like me talking about MMA. In fact, if you watched the last wrestling stream, we talked more about UFC 214 predictions than we actually did wrestling and had more viewers at that time. So I don't want to hear people talk about like, oh, just talk wrestling. Look, I am. But I'm also trying to make a case that this fight is not a freak show and that this fight is a big-time fight and it has a big-time feel and it's something that the fans want to see, and it will be a fight that will sell tickets and will be a fight that will get people talking. There's a reason why people respect this fight is because Brock Lesnar is legit. So, yeah, Lesnar versus Jones. But, yeah, speaking of other MMA news, and then we'll talk about other things in pro wrestling. Cyborg, newest UFC featherweight champion, for whatever reason, after winning the UFC featherweight title, calls out Becky Lynch. What the? Female Finn Balor? Out of all the fucking women you want to call out for a fight, for a WWE wrestling match, you're calling out Becky Lynch. Yo! Why? Why are you calling out female Finn Balor? For real, female Finn Balor? I mean, look, Cyborg's only entertaining the cage. When you get outside the cage, Cyborg is just as bland, as boring as most of the MMA fighters in this world. This is a Cyborg interview, literally in a nutshell. She talks about how happy she is to be there. She thanks Jesus. She thanks Dana White. She's happy to fight. This is her dream. Yada, yada, yada. She's just as bland, as boring as most MMA fighters. Why, out of all the freaking wrestlers you could call out, or people you could call out in WWE, you're calling out Becky Lynch? You would think if you're Cyborg, the baddest woman in mixed martial arts, you would call out Stephanie McMahon, right? Stephanie McMahon, yeah, she may not be a legit fighter, but she has power. You want to prove that you have power. Why don't you call out Stephanie? Ronda Rousey at least did it right. Ronda Rousey at least took out Stephanie McMahon. Remember how many people were talking about how Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie at next year's WrestleMania and everything like that? They were talking about that being a possibility and stuff like that. But like when I think of Cyborg facing someone like Draven G just said it, you'd think you would call out somebody like Asuka. Yeah, Asuka would come to mind, but that's it. And Asuka's not even a big star. Asuka's not even on the main roster. But like out of all the people that Asuka could, that Cyborg could call out, it's Becky, female Finn Balor Lynch, one of the most boring wrestlers on the roster today. What? So we can see some fake jiu-jitsu. Look at Biggie in the background. My dog Biggie trying to jump out the bed. This is gonna be some entertaining shit if you can get it. Oh no, he's just moving. Biggie, what are you doing, man? That's my spot, Biggie. Oh my God, dude. He took my spot and you guys don't believe it, man. That dog right there, Biggie ain't no light dog, man. Biggie heavy as shit, dude. Like when Biggie's asleep, he won't move, man. Like he literally will be like the hardest dog to move. Like y'all probably think, oh Chase, you a big enough guy, just move him and stuff. No, man, when Biggie's asleep, man, he vicious, man. I ain't fucking with that shit. Biggie, why you gotta take my spot like that, man? Come on, Biggs. Fucking Biggie, dude. Taking my spot and everything, man. Taking my spot. But yeah, Cyborg calls out Becky Lynch. I do not know why, nor do I care about this match happening. And if you care about this happening, tell me why. Tell me why you would be excited for Cyborg versus female Finn Balor. Because I just don't get it. I just don't get it, man. So moving on forward to other great news. Holy shit, dude. Enzo Amore, dude. Oh God, man. How deep does this guy's rabbit hole go? First, there's talk that he has some backstage heat with a bunch of the other wrestlers and everything like that. Like people are mad at him, like they're not friends with Enzo. The Enzo's just really annoying and stuff like that. But then this stripper, man, and this stripper, I gotta give a shout out to this girl. Now, I'm not going to recall the story word for word. I'm just gonna do the usual Chase Oliver's lazy let's screen share real quick, and I'm going to show you this shit because this right here was oh my God, this right here was just an amazing ring. I think next to the Randy Orton's dive post that he made, this is probably my favorite thing that I've read wrestling related, dude. I was laughing so hard, man. And it's not, and really, to be honest, it's just because it's like, it's just because like, it's like Enzo Amore comes off as a guy like that. And just for it to be confirmed, it's just even more hilarious, but it's just so terrible at the same time. And I'll talk about it as well and stuff like that. You guys know me. I always have different agendas. I'm not like everyone else, but man, dude, this shit was hilarious, man. I was just laughing my ass off on that. Oh God. Because like I heard like on commentary, they're like, oh, Enzo should have gave a $10 tip. And I was like, why the fuck are they talking about this? And it turns out this is the reason why. So shout out to No DQ Aaron Rift for this one. I just don't want him to get mad for me sharing the website. So stripper goes on a long rant about Enzo Amore. Yes, this happened like 2 days ago. Yes, I know I'm late on this, but this shit was hilarious. So a stripper by the name of Queen Bee on Twitter ranted about her alleged experience with Enzo Amore at the club she works for. The woman has her location listed as Buffalo, New York, which was the site of a WWE live event on Friday night. Here's what she wrote. So a hashtag WWE star named Enzo came into their club. Can you just autocorrect? Picture autocorrect. Club I work in and was stuck up AF. Didn't want to let a dollar go. This alone is a great tweet. This alone is 5 stars and everything like that. But then I don't know where she posted this, like where she posted all this. I don't know, like I don't know where she posted all of this like stuff that she wrote down, but this was posted somewhere. So if someone can confirm to me where she posted this, let me know. But let's read it together, shall we? He kept talking about how cool he was. He gave his boy a little money to tip. We had a really forced combo because he was high AF. Only a $2,500 fine. Now, I don't know what this meant. Like, is that a fine in the club? Because I can tell you before going to a strip club myself, I've gone there high, but I've never had to pay a $2,500 fine. Maybe this is a fine in the state of New York, but let's move on forward. And I was looking for a girl to take home. Oh, Enzo, you keep being you, dog. I don't smoke at all or drink alcohol a lot, so I said no. He just said, come watch. Creep alert. He was enamored with all the black girls' butts. Clearly, I tried to bank off that. He got a couple of spanks and showered me with about $10 in singles, even though he kept telling me how famous and rich he was. I just kept thinking, if you're so famous, how come I never heard of you? I didn't say because I still wanted money off him. I thought about what can you spell? Fix your autocorrect. It ain't that hard, people. We had in common. Former huge hashtag WWF fan of it. So she had to write this on Instagram or something. Like, why are you hashtagging this, man? Like, what, do you think people are going to click on it or something? I don't know. Fan of 80s and 90s in the Attitude Era. Me. Talking hashtag WWE Enzo. Kind of cool, I guess. I asked for a pic just for myself to show friends. I don't have a lot of people knowing my profession, so I don't post at all. Jesus fucking Christ. The spelling on this is so... I don't have HB, which is short for have. I've never heard of that being a shortening for have, but whatever. A lot of people know it. I don't even know what know it stands for, but okay. But yeah, so that's what she wrote there. He said, too famous. I agree and say true. You don't want to get TMZ'd. He said it happens a lot at TMZ. Eyeball emojis. He kind of got cool and the conversation got natural. Then he said, the whore on the stage is really earning her money. Want to get up the tip. Huh? She had a whole rich famous star question. She never met or heard. She was on stage calling her a whore. Ew. Rude. So I still try. It was 3:30 A. So I guess 3:30 in the morning. I wanted to hit my 1K goal. I was a couple hundred short. Surely I knew this hashtag WWE dude had it. He kept saying he did. He told me I was a total package. Face, body, personality. Yay. Am I securing the bag? Then Enzo said, it's a shame I don't smoke. Okay, I move on to the combo to the common ground. Actually, growing up, I wanted to be a hashtag WWF diva so bad. How did you get into it? He pointed at himself. Look at me. I'm a rock star. I got the look. Then Enzo says, yeah, a lot of my WWE co-workers definitely started on the pole for sure. Way to hype up your women, Enzo Mori. Like now that's what you definitely want to say to someone. You definitely want to just promote that, like women like Sasha Banks, Bailey, Alexa, and Nia Jax, your co-workers, your Raw cohorts, that they probably started on the pole. Oh yeah, for sure, man. That's what you want. That's what you want to think. That's what you want to downplay this women's revolution, man. You want to know why wrestling fans can't take the women revolution seriously? It's because their own co-workers can't take it seriously. Their own male wrestlers do. Look at this comment alone. A lot of my WWE co-workers definitely started on the pole for sure. Come on, man. Like, why would you say that, man? That's just ridiculous. That right there, that was the one thing I did not like out of this. This is where I was just like, why would you say this type of shit? To a stripper, no less, that's emotional as hell, and that this story is getting traction. Like, seriously, if I'm a woman that worked at the WWE, I would go up to Enzo and I would fucking kick him in the balls. I wouldn't care if I got fined, or I would have Hunico beat his ass. I would tell Sin Cara, go beat Enzo's ass. Because, man, dude, that's just disrespectful right there, dude. That's just disrespectful, man. Because, like, that's, like, so fucked up to say about your women co-workers and stuff, man. Because, like, they are trying their best, man, to get rid of this stigma and stuff like that, that they're all just models and goofs. And now you're telling someone that a lot of my coworkers definitely started on the pole for sure. And now that gets people thinking like, oh, these people actually did that on the pole. And so I told him I had to go talk to their DJ not THR, the DJ, and bounce. Seriously, if you're so rich and famous, why are you so lonely to find a girl to watch you smoke? Isn't pussy being thrown at you? He was proud to show me his blue check mark on Instagram. His local buddy that I knew through a few friends apologized for him. I'm used to people looking for take-home girls and attention, but a star, Enzo, you whack AF. Thanks for the $10. I'm going to go get breakfast. He just seemed full of self and stingy. You go to a club to ball, at least spend. Not talk about your money, spend it. We need fit. What the? Okay, L. He literally said that the Barbadian bag about the $2,500 fine for smoking. Why brag about money in a gentleman's club, though? Just getting girl attention. How am I costing him his job? All I know, I didn't like his attitude, so because I get no kind of game picking this lie to tell. He was in Buffalo for work, stayed for the Holiday Inn. He had a mutual friend that was a local. I learned about him when the DJ told me to go out and talk to him. Oh my God, dude. This girl really needs to fucking learn. Like, I swear to God. Like, I understand maybe it's the situation, but goddamn, this is so hard to read. He had a mutual friend, and from his apparently huge fan base this morning, he said he was in town for work. I guess that there was a WWE event, which explains why the club was so dead. I would have stayed home. And this is the stripper right here, Queen Bee, showing off that she was a WWE fan. Now, Enzo, you're a big star, you say, right? You say you're a big star, all right? And you go to a strip club, right? You know what big star, real stars do? You know what real stars do in this situation? You know? You want to know what real stars doing at strip clubs? I'll show you right now. I'll show you, man. I'll show you what real stars do, man. Real stars at strip clubs, they get their jerseys on, man. Real stars at strip clubs actually do shit. Oh, man, is my computer frozen? Oh, okay, cool. For a second, I was like, oh, I'm on a roll. But anyways, real stars do this, man. Look at this shit right here. This is a real star at a strip club, man. Here's a story behind James Harden's banner hanging in a Houston strip club. Look at this, man. James Harden's a legend, man. Look at this, man. He spent so much money. He got his jersey hanging up in the strip club. That's a legend right there. That's a real star going to the strip club, man. Not you, Enzo. You ain't no star, man. You a WWE wrestler, man. Like that's where, like, for me personally, like Enzo Amore and stuff like that. That's where I feel like he's such an idiot, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like for real, like Enzo Amore, $10 for a stripper. First of all, man. First of all, I hope you guys like the reading. I hope you guys like the what's the 1,000K goal. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, her goal, yeah, yeah, I know, but like seriously, for real, but like I was like, for me personally, you know, when I heard this story about $10 tip, me working as a bartender, okay, I work as a bartender at a movie theater. I know that sounds weird, but I do, and the thing is, I for the most part work for tips too. You know, like I get tips. You know, tips, they're good and they're bad at the same time. You know, it's nice extra pocket money for the most part, but they're bad because you get taxed on them. And I understand from a stripper perspective, not that I've ever been a stripper. I've known people who are strippers. I've never had a close friend as a stripper, but I've known people who are strippers and stuff like that. And I used to go to strip clubs a lot. And so I know that these women, they work extremely fucking hard for what they do. And I feel like you got to tip them well. You know, it always makes a smile on my face when I serve a guest some alcohol and they're nice enough to even tip $2 or $3 because our beers are $6.99, 16-ounce draft. So when someone tips me $2 for a 16-ounce draft beer, I feel that's one of the nicest gestures you could do. I say to myself, wow, that was very kind for this person to tip $2 because really, to be honest, I'll be lucky if I get a $1 tip or even a tip at all. I get ecstatic when I see someone be nice enough for me when they order just one beer and they tip me $3, or when they order 2 beers and they tip me $5. I take great pride when someone does that, because it's a nice gesture. It's a nice, kind gesture. Like a few weeks ago, this couple that always comes into the theater, they're really nice, they're really sweet to me, always great. They told me to keep the change. Their change was $13. That was a lot for me, because like for me personally, you know, if you ever work in the food industry or bartending, I only served them 1 wine and 1 beer, and they tipped me $13. That's a lot, man. But for her, you know, her job is a little bit different, where she is trying to entertain and, you know, pretty much get guys going for the most part, you know, get guys sprinting a little bit and, you know, show guys a good time. You know, $10, that's fucking mediocre. That's nothing, man. $10 is nice if you ordered like a meal for yourself and you tip the server $10. Yeah, that's nice. The most I've ever tipped someone was $20. And I'm not saying that I'm a big spender, because I'm not. It's just that if you give me great service and I appreciate that service, I worked in the service industry for too long that I respect servers too much. Okay, that's one of my biggest flaws. I'm too generous with that. But with the stripper, you know, the most I ever tipped the server was $20, but with the stripper, the most I ever tipped was $55. I'm being that honest here. I've tipped the stripper $55 before, because they did a good job. They got me going. So for me, someone who has worked mostly part-time jobs, probably will never see, well, maybe in the future if I ever become successful, which I believe I will. And yes, that's ego kicking in right there. But, you know, for me, who have worked part-time jobs for the most part, $55 I'm able to give. But Enzo Amore, a guy that right now makes a lot of salary, and I'm pretty sure making a good amount of salary for most of BBC superstars, he's only tipping $10. Oh, Bruno, what's wrong? My doggy's all doing the little crying cry. Bruno, come say hi to the stream. Come here, Bruno. You guys haven't seen this one yet. This is one of my bigger doggies. Bruno, come up to the stream. But yeah, but like I was saying, for a guy that, you know, pretty much like, you know, is a WWE wrestler that makes a lot of money and stuff like that, you would think that this guy right here would tip more to these strippers. And really, to be honest here, I'm literally being honest here. You know, these strippers, you know, they live weird lifestyles. They have different stories. Like I remember one of my favorite strippers. She was a mother, and she had to do this on the side just so that way her kids could get food. You know, she worked the office job and everything like that. I remember, I remember talking to her. She was this Brazilian chick. I miss her. I'm glad that she got the promotion she deserved from her office job, so she no longer had to be a stripper. But I remember I was talking to her and stuff like that, because she was more mature than a lot of the other women. And frankly, like for me personally, strip clubs, you know, I enjoyed them, but like I'm not really big on them. I'm not really big on going to the strip club all the time anymore. Like I don't know, maybe it's just me. I just don't find like too much fun in them. Like they're fun for a little bit, but then for the most part, I just kind of like moved on from the strip club phase. Like at an early age, I was just like, like it was fun when I was 18 to 20 years old. But then like once I turned like 21, I was like, bars are more entertaining to me. I can watch UFC fights and stuff like that. But when it comes down to it, with the stripper, you know, I remember like talking to her. I was like, you seem like way more calm and more mature than all these other women and stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, because I have a kid at home and everything like that. Right now I have to do this and stuff. And so I remember she was one of my favorites. But I'm glad she got that promotion and stuff. I won't say her name. But yeah, so anyways, well, the average WWE wrestler makes at least around like what does Kurt Hawkins make? Like $30,000 a year? He makes like $30,000 a year, so yeah. Oh, we haven't even talked about that great news. Oh, Care Bear. So if you guys don't know who the Care Bear is, Care Bear on this channel is Braun Strowman. I do not know why I have to repeat this, but I guess because I get new viewers every other week or so, and they go like, who's Care Bear? Why do you guys say Care Bear all the time? It's like, I get it. I have a lot of nicknames for wrestlers, but Care Bear pretty much, you know, did not do a kind thing. He was mean to animals. And I don't know why people support animal abuse. So if you guys don't know, we're doing another awesome Chase Oliver screen share. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, Chase, why don't you put this in the title? This would be something that you would love to talk about. I didn't do it because one, the Enzo, all the other stuff seemed a lot more interesting, to be honest. This right here was just animal abuse, and I don't support animal abuse. I don't support, you know, human beings supporting animals and stuff like that. That right there is also that right there is just ridiculous. But there was a story that Care Bear was being mean to some animal named Karen Jarrett. So Karen Jarrett, the horse face bitch of a wife of that Memphis mid-card piece of shit who shall not be named, apparently asked Care Bear for an autograph. Now, I do not know why an animal is asking Care Bear for an autograph. I don't know why anyone would ask Care Bear for an autograph. But Care Bear pretty much said, no, I'm not going to do that. And so then, you know, the horse went, I don't know how horses sound, but, you know, like making all horse noises and shit. Started to mention that, you know, oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to tell my ex-husband, Kurt Angle. And this led to Care Bear. Now, apparently Care Bear didn't go down on his knees and was begging to the horse not to be mean to him. But I think that happened because Care Bear is a bitch. And so Care Bear took a 180 and decided that, you know, hey, I'm sorry, please don't tell anyone about this. And that's so funny, man, that Karen Jarrett, that horse, she has to go to her fucking husband, her ex-husband, not even her current husband, because she knows that, like, if she mentions Memphis mid-card, that won't scare Care Bear. But you mentioned Kurt Angle, who recently have a new son, and Jason Jordan. Oh, man, dude. You know that'll get you in some hot water, man. Kurt Angle going to be like, hey, Care Bear, why are you being mean to my ex-wife? Because I feel like Kurt Angle's not a vindictive person. I feel like he's a very changed and good man. So I feel like Kurt Angle is not trying to, like, ruin Care Bear's career. But it would be great if he did. But, you know, yeah, horse bitch told him this, and I guess Care Bear did the autographs, and it just shows that Care Bear is not a nice human being, nor will he sign anything from you. So I feel like for you guys should personally, to be honest here, stop supporting Care Bear. That's the moral of this story. I know I didn't go in great detail, but like I said, I don't promote animal abuse on this channel. That was clear animal abuse right there by Care Bear. He is someone that should really be hunted down by PETA right now. PETA should be on Care Bear's ass, dude, because he clearly abused an animal by freaking, and he almost punched it too. I heard that he could have punched the animal too. I can neither confirm nor deny this shit, but yeah. Anyways, Mr. GFW's here. Chase, what would you choose? Lynch of death, a Scott Steiner 5-minute math lesson in front of you, or 5 minutes with Rivers? Like Philip Rivers? I would choose 5 minutes with Rivers, to be honest. Just to ask him, like, why does he have so many kids and how does he take care of them all? If Jarrett would put himself in a GFW World Title feud at Bound for Glory, do you think anyone that topped that in 2017 for Slug Daddy? Oh, that would be like the greatest thing on OTR Central. Speaking of OTR Central, no, they're not. He doesn't sponsor me, but you should sponsor him. Hashtag buy a fucking shirt, motherfuckers. Look at this shit. It's $19.99. And if you use the code FB5, you get $5 off of your purchase, man. Look at this, man. You got to support the other YouTubers, man. Look at OTR Central has some shirts up here, man. You know, my only thing is, like, Daddy, you should have put the Watch the Off the Rope show thing on the shirt. You know, instead of that being on the bottom, put that on the back of the shirt. You know, the Watch the Off the Rope show at youtube.com/OTR Central. Or just do youtube.com/OTR Central on the back or something like that. Or OTR Central on YouTube. That's my only thing that I would say, Slug Daddy. I'm pretty sure he may watch the archive. I'm not sure. He's been watching my stuff more lately, but yeah. So hashtag buy a t-shirt. I bought this one. This was the shirt that I bought. I bought a tank top. So yeah, because like everyone says, Chase, you look better in tank tops. Not to be done here. We also got more IWC people to promote on Pro Wrestling Tees. And no, I am not going to get a Pro Wrestling Tees. Okay, that's just ridiculous. But go check out my friend OK Babe's selection of t-shirts. This is the one more popular shirts that he has, the definition of a jobber t-shirt. It's a shirt that, Heel Steven has worn at many wrestling shows, and it's a shirt that gets pretty much a good reaction. So, yeah, very good T-shirt by OKFabe there. And also, if you really want to, I know everyone's going to be like, whoa, Chase, I never thought you would go this low in the rabbit hole. Well, we're going here. You can also get a Deluxe Man T-shirt. They're all $20, dude. They're not expensive, man. Like, literally, they're honestly not that expensive. But you can get a Deluxe Man T-shirt. This is a really cool design T-shirt that Deluxe Man has here, with the blue coating, Chris Jericho designs right here and stuff like that. So, yeah, you guys can get these T-shirts, but you can also, you can select the type of shirt. That's what you can do on Pro Wrestling Tees. It's with 1 hour tees. So you can get, a basic unisex T-shirt. But if you want a soft unisex T-shirt, which I believe the soft texture doesn't shrink in the wash. So that would be like if you definitely want that shirt to stay good for a while. If you want a comfy shirt, you would go with that. That's $3 extra. A ladies fitted T-shirt is $3 extra. And a long sleeve shirt is $4 extra. So that's not bad if you want a long sleeve shirt. I'll show you the options for the Schlag Daddy one. I paid a good amount for my tank top. Mainly because I like tank tops more, and I thought it would be funny to have this shirt as a tank top. Like, honestly, I feel like this shirt as a tank top is just hilarious to me. Like, can you just imagine me just with the tank top with, like, fucking like looking like this? I don't know. I thought that'd be funny, man. But, yeah, I selected the loose unisex tank top, which was an extra $4. I know a lot of people may say that's a little bit too much for a T-shirt, but, Select Daddy is someone that has been a great friend of mine here on YouTube. One of my favorite personal YouTubers, just in general when it comes to YouTube. When people ask me about my my favorite YouTubers, I always say OTR Central, one of my favorites. So yeah, I'm going to support him and buy a T-shirt. I was just waiting for a paycheck to come in and stuff like that. But yeah, on Pro Wrestling Tees, those are some of the YWC people that are on there. If there's another YWC channel that's on here that I missed, please let me know in the chat, and we will open up the screen share again to promote their products, because I feel like you guys should definitely buy some T-shirts and stuff like that. What up, Batman? Mr. Impact. I forgot Mr. Impact. I forgot, man. Yeah, I know, really, to be honest. He's afraid of horses. Yeah, like, I feel like the phrases would be fine, too. I feel like he doesn't need the faces on there and stuff like that. I feel like that's something that you could tweet him on, Mr. Impact. You can tweet him that and let him know. He's very open to criticism when it comes to, like, his merchandise. I like the cartoon shirt that he had. That was my favorite shirt. And that was a shirt I was definitely going to buy. Like, I remember when he first showed me that logo, I said, I'll definitely buy a shirt of that. And I bought a tank top instead. So I gave him more money, to be honest. So I gave him more money for the tank top. Like, that's weird that a tank top would cost more, but I feel like that tank top would be funny as hell. And plus, like I said, I always get mentioned that, like, hey, Chase, you got to wear tank tops more. So I don't know why. So look at the title on Cyborg wants to fight Becky. Yeah, Aisha, look on Twitter. Chris Cyborg, after winning the UFC title, was like, I want to fight female Finn Balor. All right. Those are the wrestlers you hate. Thorberry, piece of shit. Chris Jericho. Is that who he is? Oh, yeah, by the way, if you guys don't know, get more screen sharing that madness. Like I said, make sure you guys let me know about other and like I said, the promo code is Facebook5. Oh, shit. I would be so messed up if I did not mention about the Grindside podcast. I know that sounds weird to say, but if you guys know Kuda Charumba, my good friend here on YouTube and on Twitter, just in life in general, we are working with SportsFanEntertainment. Now, let me just pull it up. I know it's a lot of screen sharing and stuff like that, but I got to do my promotion, guys. They don't sponsor me. I just do what I do. But if you guys don't know, I am a content creator for SportsFanEntertainment, for the sports fans, run by my good friend Munya Jumbi, otherwise known as the MJ Take, otherwise known as James Carter TV, otherwise known as the Wrestling Guy 09, and stuff like that. So if you guys haven't seen the Wrestling Guy 09 before, you should. One of the best. Honestly, I feel like he's done such a great job with this channel when it comes to channel improvements and just being the overall good YouTuber. I feel like MJ has taken the leap. And there's my ugly face. You guys don't need to see that again. But there's the pro wrestling tees, but this is Sports Fan Entertainment and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm on the friends and family thing and stuff like that. So yeah, there you go. Like, oh, look at this new YouTube layout. That's so disgusting. Is it just because, like, oh my god, dude, this is, oh my god, YouTube's so disgusting now. What the hell, man? But yeah, 11K subscribers. That's really good. And especially where it started this year. Let me go to the Social Blade and stuff like that. Social Blade. Some screen share madness. I love my screen share. I love screen sharing. It's fun. It's natural. So we're gonna look up Sports and Entertainment. I just want to show you guys the growth that this channel has been doing, which is really good. And I couldn't find it. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just go Sports Fan Entertainment. There you go, SFE. Total B- grade, which is really great. He is claimed by Broadband TV. This is how much that it goes. The views have been kind of down for the last few days, but that's just because there hasn't been really any sports to really talk about. But when it comes down to it, you can see the growth of this channel and where it started with the subs back in, let's see, how can you look at the subtotals and stuff like that? But you can see that the channel grows pretty fucking good. So this is a really, really good channel. I suggest it a lot. Like I said, right now it's kind of dead because there's not really much to talk about. But with the NFL season coming back, it should get a lot better for my good friend MJ. And then the Sports Fan Entertainment website. This is MJ's Twitter. If you guys want to follow MJ on Twitter, you're more than welcome to follow MJ on Twitter. And he has a Patreon as well. It'll pretty much, what's it called? Lets you support Sports Fan Entertainment and stuff like that. Now, where's the website? I gotta find the website. I'm always so lazy with this website. I always forget the title of it. Oh yeah, there's a Sports Fan Entertainment on Twitter, which you should also follow. But yeah, let's go to the website. We're going to the website right now. Look at this. Look at what a nice little website. And look at this. Oh my God. Look at this beautiful imagery right here. The Grindside episode 1. That Kuda Charumba and I did here for you guys. This is awesome. This is something that I've been wanting to do, a football podcast, and I got one. So if you guys want to hear my take on football, you will hear it exclusively here on the Grindside on Sports Fan Entertainment. Now, that doesn't mean I won't do NFL streams or anything like that here on this channel. I will do that. I will talk NFL here on this channel. But if you guys want my full takes on everything, here you go. So yeah. Sports Fan Entertainment, fastest growing network on YouTube. So check out the podcast, and then there's more buy a t-shirt crap. Plugs. What did I think about Raw, Batman? It's all right. It's all right. It was all right. I mean, Gumby versus Big Show was the main event. MJ is one of my great friends, man. I love MJ, dude. He's a very, like, the fact that we got this going is awesome. But yeah, definitely check out our podcast, man. Yeah, I didn't give the Cowboys much love in my power rankings. Are people still complaining about they're not getting paid because of their ad revenue? I'm not getting paid to make videos. I work so hard. Should have jumped on the bandwagon when they're actually paying, man. That's why some people are smart, man. That's why they just left. That's why some YouTubers, man, they make contracts and stuff like that. Like, they're like, I made a contract with this guy. I'm good. Yeah, but definitely check out the Grindside podcast. I'm going to listen to it just to hear how it turned out. I feel like it turned out pretty well between Kuda and I feel like we killed it in the first episode. And the second episode should be coming out soon. A lot of good topics definitely to talk about and stuff like that. Derek Carr or Marcus Mariota will be NFL MVP. I don't know, man. I feel the Raiders are still good, but I feel like Big Ben's going to win MVP this year. I feel like this is Big Ben's year for MVP. I feel like he has all the pieces together this year. Unless Martavis Bryant goes crazy again, I don't see how he loses this one, at my personal opinion. I think this is Big Ben's year for an MVP. Marietta, you mean Mariota and stuff like that? Thoughts on Rollins and Ambrose going for the tag championships? I do not care. That is like the most jobberish thing ever, man. Like I've never seen these guys such a fall from grace for these two morons. A tag team title feud with Sheamus and Cesaro where they can win. Oh my god, why would I care, dude? Unless this leads to some final deletion stuff with the Hardys, I do not care, man. I think the Jaguars are the worst team in the NFL. That's just me, though. Well, Mr. Impact, I'm holding out a hope for Big Ben this year. I put a bet on him, too, so that's why I'm on the Big Ben train. Chase, thoughts on Curry mocking James at Barnes' wedding? Oh, that first of all, I didn't know Harrison Barnes had all these connections, man. Like, Harrison Barnes seems like a very popular player. Like, you know, Steph Curry was at that wedding. Kyrie Irving was at that wedding. It seemed like there was a lot of NBA stars at that wedding. I was like, God damn, Harrison Barnes, he really is a good guy, probably. But I was like, I was laughing at it, to be honest. Like, I thought it was hilarious. So I don't know why people are like, oh, Kyrie laughing at, like, let Kyrie laugh, dude. Like, fuck, man, he's not like LeBron's bitch. Let him laugh. Let him have a good time. The 2K18 screenshots, they've been all right. I mean, it looks the same. Like, I'm being dead honest. Like, the only screenshot I was like, oh, okay, they did a good job on was Kevin Durant, because finally they got Kevin Durant's figure right. Like, I don't know what happened when they went to next gen. They decided Kevin Durant was buff, but he wasn't buff. And now they finally got it right where he's back to being skinny again. That's the only one I'm like, oh, they did a good job on him. Everyone else looks the fucking same, to be honest. Like Victor Oladipo with the little foot neck, man. The long neck that little foot has, Oladipo. Like, man, dude. Just will have NR1 or NR2 next season. Like, what do you mean NR? Like, no first round, no second? I don't know what NR means. I was like, oh, are you putting number 1 or number 2 next season? Kyrie trade rumors? Whatever, dude. Who cares where he goes to at this point, man? He probably won't even get traded at this point. And no, I don't really want him on the Timberwolves unless we get him for cheap. I want to keep Andrew Wiggins. So, obviously, I have a Wiggins jersey. Like, I love Andrew Wiggins. Like, I don't know why people think I would hate Andrew Wiggins. I love Wiggins, dude. Wiggins is my second favorite player on the Timberwolves right now. Like, you know, my first favorite player is obviously Cat. Second is Wiggins. Third is Gorgie. And then fourth is what's it called? Butler right now. Yeah, Kyrie's gonna stay, dude. Like, this is just something that, you know, rocked the house a little bit. And if anything, Kyrie will get traded later in the season, man. Because like the thing that the Cavaliers are asking for, it's just too much, man. Because teams are just gonna look at that and be like, why the fuck would we want to give you all that? You have LeBron. Like, do you really need all these draft picks and stuff? Like the fact that they ruined the trade with the Pacers because the Cavaliers wanted a lottery protection on their pick. Like, you're the fucking Cavaliers. You're gonna be a top 3 team in the East. Like, straight up, like, why do you need a protection on your pick? God damn, bunch of pussies. Madden 18, I like the story mode. I don't know anything about the new mechanics. Like, that's something I'll have to play myself. But I like that they're adding a story mode. It makes it fun. It makes it a little bit interesting. FIFA did a wonderful job with their story mode. I had fun with FIFA story mode, man. Even though I'm not really good at FIFA like that, it was fun playing like as Alex Hunter and being a dick sometimes and getting regulated and, you know, trying to like relive his career and stuff. Like, it was fun, man. And I can't wait for the next FIFA. I honestly, one of the main reasons why I'll probably get FIFA next year is just to play that Alex Hunter mode again. Like, that's really all I play FIFA for. Manager mode sucked last year. I don't know what they did, dude. They always, like, I don't know why it is, dude. Like, they always make the associate modes worse and worse every year. Every time, like, because like people, the thing with people is suffering the Madden effect, where people's still really good gameplay wise. People is probably one of the better sports games out there, but suffering the Madden effect, where it's just like where they focus just so much on Ultimate Team that they forget about all the other modes of the game, because not a lot of people like playing Ultimate Team. Look, this is me in Ultimate Team. I do all the basic stuff in the beginning. I start playing in the beginning, but then once the Thanksgiving promos hit, then all these Christmas promos hits, and then all these other promos hit, and then these draft, and then I get bored with Ultimate Team, man. Like, I just stop playing Ultimate Team at a point. I just drop the controller and say, that's enough. I'm not playing Ultimate Team anymore. It's just not fun. Like, why would I want to play Ultimate Team right now? This is not fun. This is not something that I want to do. Like, just being dead honest with you here, Ultimate Team sometimes it just gets boring. And that's the thing with FIFA. FIFA did the same thing that Madden did, where it's like, oh, we focus on Ultimate Team, we improve Ultimate Team, but your association modes suck, man. Right? Seriously, I'm just like, dude, why does your Ultimate Team always suck, man? Why is it that I can't just have a good Ultimate Team? So. Yeah, so like not Ultimate Team, good association mode. I just want good association modes, man. Like 2K, like even NBA Live, dude, that's gonna be hard for me, man, because I probably will get both. I like NBA Live if it does good, man. So maybe I'll get 2K first, and if I hear good things about NBA Live, I'll get NBA Live later. I do have EA access, so I'll get to play live for free. But for Madden this year, like honestly, this is the thing that pissed me off. I was like, oh yeah, man, I'll order the GOAT edition, and it's like all it is a bunch of Ultimate Team crap. I'm like, dude, I don't want all this shit, man. Like, yeah, cool, I got all these. The thing is, though, you don't get those packs until later in the season. So what's the point of me like paying like $80 for something that I'm not gonna get till later, man? So yeah, I said fuck it with the Ultimate Team crap. Yeah, I'm probably just going to download Madden and 2K. The only game I'm really excited for this year, there's two games I'm excited for: Call of Duty World War II and Assassin's Creed. But I'm an Assassin's Creed fanboy, so that's just me. Sup, Winnie? No, I hope Live is good too, man. Straight shooter. I used to love I didn't like honestly. I was like I didn't understand the hype of 2K, man. I can remember someone telling me like get 2K8. It's one of the best games ever, and I was like, the fuck is this shit, man? I'm going back to NBA Live, dude. I'm playing NBA Live 07 all day, man. Like, screw you, 2K shit, dog. 2K trash right now, like in 2K8. It was so bad. And then, like, all of a sudden, like, I got into 2K because of 2K11 because that was, like, really the only basketball game out there. And I remember playing that, and I was like, dude, this game is fucking sick. And 2K got, 2K12 was all right. 2K13 was great. 2K14, 2K15 was okay. 2K16, yeah. Aisha, you ain't going to beat me in any sports games. Stop trying. Did I try the Gothic series games or Civilization series games? Not Gothic, but I did play a little bit of Civilization. A little bit. Not too much. I dabbled in it. Like, I didn't play it, like, full detail, but I dabbled in it a little bit and stuff like that. But really, like, the only game, like, I get, like, games that I'm sad for this year are Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. What do I think about Ted Turner? An underrated guy in pro wrestling, for sure. I feel like you don't get enough credit for what he did for WCW and stuff. I like Ted Turner. I've always praised Ted Turner on this channel. I think he should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, yeah, NBA Live 06, like the All-Star Weekend, you could actually do, like, the three-point contest and the dunk because it was just, like, pretty much, like, just pressing buttons. Freaking 2K, they make it do, like, all these weird circle stuff. Like, man, dude, why can't I just dunk like I do in the game? Like, why can't you just, like, make it easier for me to just do this shit? Like, they make it so hard. For 2K, I always get like honestly, Mr. Straight Shooter, I only get the higher edition of 2K just for the VC. Because to me personally, it's like, oh, I'm gonna spend that money on the VC anyway. So yeah. Like why wouldn't I get the higher? Like I know everyone's like, oh, with the 2K cards and everything. I agree with that. but still, I like doing it with the VC. The VC is what really gets me. What's up, Nagy? I know, right, Mr. Impact. There's no hot girls in WWE anymore. Like everyone's like so lower their standards. Like, oh, Alexa Bliss is cute. Sasha Banks is cute. Bailey, Becky, Charlotte. I like Charlotte, but you know what I'm saying? Like, cute doesn't get it done. We need hot. Oh, Tessie be main eventer, dude. We be seeing Test and Roman Reigns feuds, man. That'd be great. Yeah, big Gumby, man. Gumby's a main eventer because of this shit, man. Test would be a huge time main eventer, especially because he don't have drooping tips like Gumby does. What is this Nagy guy saying? Google Translate. I don't know what he's saying. Let's go do this. Let's Google Translate what Nagy's saying, man. So Google Translate. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what language he's speaking, but we're gonna find out. Now he's speaking the emoji movie. He's speaking about emojis. All right. So let's go. Let's go look at this. I'm gonna enter the text now in Google Translate. Do you speak Hungarian? No, I do not speak Hungarian. That's what Tudzum Megreo means. And then afterwards, I'm pasting out this in again. So I don't know. Well, for me, straight shooter, I like having like at least a good amount of BC, mainly for like because I play a lot of my GM and I play a lot of the my career from the start. So when it comes down to it, I need a lot of VC because I want to do it when like at the end of the season I can send all my players to the training camps and as well boost my guy up because like I honestly I'm going to be that honest here. I'm decent at 2K, but I cannot play 2K with my player being super fucking shitty. I can't do that. That's just annoying to me. Like I still find it ridiculous that 2K hasn't found it yet where they can make your guy come into the NBA at least a 75 overall. Like, how hard is that? Why is it that my guy has to be like a 62 overall, but all these other NBA rookies are freaking what's it called? 78, 75, 76. Like, how come I can't be a 75? At least. I'm not asking for much. Plus, also, too, I want to know, I like having the extra VC, so that way I know, like, what to spend on my archetype and stuff like that. That's what I like, so. Nagy, I don't understand what you're saying, boss. I'm sorry. I don't want to be rude over here, but I don't understand what you're saying. Okay. So he's a rival. Speaking horse language like Karen Jack. I know people that probably know Hungarian, but I don't know Hungarian, dude. Like, what makes you think I know Hungarian? Do you see me speaking Hungarian? Thoughts on the Emoji movie? I haven't seen it, but I heard it's trash. I just heard it's trash, man. Like, I honestly, like, I might go see it just to see how bad it is, to be honest with you. I might just be like, yeah, I'll go see it. Like, that's more of a movie I'll go by myself just to watch because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do. Like, I do that sometimes. Like, I know people go like, oh, why would you watch a movie by yourself? But I do that. What do you think of the Dick Storm character? I like Dick Storm. Dick Storm's pretty funny. Stretching, yeah. All right. So, anyways, guys, you guys are getting two of me tonight. So, oh, that was not towards me. Oh, I thought you wanted me to do that. I was like, I don't. I was like, Jason, I thought you were asking me to do it. I was like, I don't know how to do it, but I'll do it. like you know what I'm saying? I'll do what you want me to do. You guys know me. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, you guys are getting two streams tonight. Like I said, later tonight, you are getting that SmackDown live review. My God. Face cam troll. Get the fuck on out of here, man. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, SmackDown Live review. I'll see you guys later for that one. So make sure you guys tune in for that one. I will see you guys then and stuff like that. And I'll talk to you guys more then too as well. It will be a late night review. So if you're up late, stay with me. But if you're not up late, have a good night. Okay, I'll let you join later. Aisha, let me go freaking set up my laptop, and then you can come into the hangout to chill with me for a bit. But anyways, thank you all very much. Hope you enjoy it. It's not your fault, JC. It's chill. Don't worry about it, man. It's never anyone's fault. But I'll see you guys later for WWE SmackDown Live. Have yourself a good one. I'll see you guys later tonight for part 2 of the WWE discussion stream.